Something crazy is happening in Atlanta, and nobody's talking about it loud enough. The Falcons, yes, those Falcons, just flipped their entire identity in one off-season. After years of being bullied on defense, Atlanta is finally fighting back. And what we're seeing in training camp isn't just improvement. It's a full-on defensive rebirth. If you're a Falcons fan, this might be the moment you've been waiting for your entire life. There's a storm building in Atlanta, not in the skies, but on the field. A fire that's been missing for years is finally coming alive. And it all starts with one bold, fearless promise from General Manager Terry Fontenot. Very confident in the defense. Those four words might not sound like much on their own, but in Atlanta, in 2025, they mean everything. Because let's be honest, for the past few years, the Falcons' defense has been a punching bag. Quarterbacks had time to sip coffee in the pocket. Receivers danced through the secondary like it was a backyard barbecue. And in 2024, it all hit rock bottom. Only 31 sacks all season, second worst in the league. And it didn't stop there. Atlanta's defense also gave up the highest catch rate in the entire NFL. That's not just bad, it's humiliating. It's the kind of stat that tells you everything's broken. But Terry Fontenot wasn't sitting back. He saw the wreckage. And this off-season, he came in with a surgeon's hand and a wrecking ball. First came the veteran presence. Leonard Floyd signed to a one-year, $10 million deal. That's not a maybe move. That's a we're done playing games move. But the real juice came in the draft. The Falcons struck gold in round one, twice. Jalen Walker, a Georgia linebacker with turbocharged speed and raw violence. Then James Pierce Jr., a pass-rushing monster from Tennessee who looks like he was built in a lab to terrorize quarterbacks. These aren't just rookies. They're weapons. And if you think this is all hype, go back and watch day 3 of training camp. James Pierce Jr. didn't just show up, he took over. First, he locked down the edge on a run like a seasoned vet. Then on the next play, he leapt into the air and batted down a Kirk Cousins pass like he'd been doing it for a decade. Back-to-back chaos. Exactly what the Falcons have been starving for. Defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich didn't hold back either. We can put him on the edge and let him rip it, and he's going to be a problem. Even Jake Matthews, Atlanta's battle-tested left tackle, had to give it up. He's seen the league's best pass rushers up close, and even he's impressed by the young blood. But this defensive makeover didn't stop on the front line. Atlanta went deep into the secondary, too. They snagged Xavier Watts, a safety from Notre Dame who hits like a freight train, in the 3rd round. Then added Billy Bowman from Oklahoma in the 4th, a nickel corner who brings speed, instincts, and fearless energy. Now, this defense isn't waiting around for anything. It's going to attack. You want proof? Just look at veteran Mike Hughes in camp, not one, but 2 violent punch-outs during a single practice. That's not random. That's not luck. That's culture. The Falcons' defense is done sitting back. They're bringing the fight to you. Falcons fans, do you feel this shift? On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in Atlanta's new defense? Are we looking at a playoff caliber unit or still 1 year away? Drop your takes in the comments. Let's see who's riding with this new identity. There's something deeper than stats happening in Atlanta right now. While the defense is grabbing headlines and making fans believe again, there's another story quietly building. One that's not about sacks or rookies or scheme, it's about heart. Because sometimes, a team needs more than just raw talent. Sometimes, it needs soul. And for 3 unforgettable seasons, Cordarrelle Patterson was that soul. He didn't just play for the Falcons, he lit up the city. He ran, he caught, he returned. He turned broken plays into highlight reels and gave this offense a heartbeat when it needed one the most. 1,494 rushing yards, 708 receiving yards, 20 total touchdowns in just 43 games. But the numbers don't even tell the whole story. Patterson wasn't just a player, he was a spark. a hybrid threat, a leader, a tone setter. That's why his unexpected release this offseason shook fans to their core. And now, after a short and uneventful stint with the Steelers, a reunion with Arthur Smith that went nowhere, Patterson is a free agent again. And Falcons fans? They're not just missing him, they're calling for him. Loudly, passionately. Not just because of nostalgia, but because he still has more to give. At 33 years old, Patterson's body hasn't taken the beating most backs his age have. Just 546 career carries, that's shockingly low. For comparison, Bijan Robinson, entering only his second NFL season, is already close to that number. And with Avery Williams gone to the Eagles, Atlanta lost its go-to-return specialist. Sure, Jamal Agnew is in the building, but he didn't play a snap last year. Right now, the Falcons' special teams are a question mark, and Patterson is the answer. The current RB3 competition, Jalen Coker, Carlos Washington Jr., Elijah Dotson, Nathan Carter, none of them bring what Patterson does. Explosiveness, experience, versatility, and most importantly, trust. Add in the fact that Darnell Mooney's health is uncertain, and Patterson's ability to step in as a wide receiver suddenly becomes critical. He's not just a running back. He's a Swiss Army knife, a veteran leader who can fill multiple roles and make game-changing plays when it matters most. This team is right on the edge. The pieces are almost all there, the defense is upgraded, the draft was sharp, the coaching staff is focused. But something's missing. A final move. Bringing Patterson home isn't just smart. It completes the mission. But will the front office take the leap? Will they listen to the fans? Will they bring back the man who helped keep this team alive through tough years? What do you think, Falcons fans? Should the front office bring back Cordarrelle Patterson, or is that chapter over? Drop your answer in the comments. Is it time for a reunion? Or a new direction? Let's hear it below. This isn't just about stats or depth charts anymore. This is about identity. About who the Atlanta Falcons really are, and who they want to be. Because Cordarrelle Patterson is so much more than a role player. He's the kind of athlete who changes the mood of an entire locker room the moment he walks in. A leader, a motivator, a lightning bolt of energy in a sport that demands fire. He's been there when this team had nothing else going. He didn't just make plays, he kept hope alive when the offense sputtered and the scoreboard burned. In seasons when the Falcons were barely staying afloat, Patterson was the heartbeat. And now, as the Falcons head into a brand new chapter under head coach Raheem Morris, with new systems, new expectations, and a win-now mindset, there's no better time to bring back a player who already understands the soul of this team. Patterson is unpredictable in the best way. He's the wild card that defenses can't prepare for. Line him up in the backfield, he'll burst through the middle. Split him out wide, he'll create mismatches against linebackers. Need a game-breaking return? He can flip the field in seconds. This isn't about replaying the past. It's about recognizing the one player who fits perfectly into what the Falcons are building right now. And there's another layer no one's talking about. This November, the Falcons are headed to Germany to represent the NFL on an international stage. Owner Arthur Blank has been loud and proud about his support for the league's global vision. He believes every team should play one international game per season, and Atlanta is becoming a central piece of that plan. So ask yourself this. Who better to represent the Falcons on the world stage than Cordarrelle Patterson? He's charismatic. He's fearless. He's a human highlight reel. His style of play translates globally. And off the field? He connects with fans like few players can. In a season filled with so many new pieces and moving parts, stability matters. Familiarity matters. Patterson offers both, and he brings them with experience, confidence, and passion. He doesn't need to be brought up to speed. He doesn't need time to find his role. He just needs the call. This team has already made major moves, retooling the defense, drafting with purpose, building momentum. But signing Patterson? That would send a message to the league, to the fans, and to the locker room. That message: Atlanta isn't rebuilding anymore. Atlanta is coming to compete. Do you feel it, Falcons fans? Would bringing back Cordarrelle Patterson send the message that Atlanta is all in this season? Hit the comments. Is it time to finish the job and bring him back for one more run? Let your voice be heard. Because this season isn't just another chapter, it could be the beginning of something special.